Romy. So, you've been here to KDVS. What do you think?
I love it.
You do?
Spectacular.
All right, good. Like our little live room?
I love it. I'm sad to hear it's getting torn down.
It will be something else later. We'll have another recording studio.
Hopefully even better.
I hope it'd be better than this. Yes. Anyway, you've got a new single out. Mm-hmm. Do tell.
I recently dropped Saint, which I made earlier this year in January after going through a breakup. And
are we talking about a personal relationship breakup?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. What other kind of breakup is there?
Well, you had this
Band
record
breakup.
label thing that was going, and that's not happening any longer either.
True. You did your research. Wow. Yeah, no, this is not about my breakup with Capital.
I wasn't naming names.
Much less eventful.
Right.
That was much less eventful. But yeah, just dropped Saint.
Okay.
Made it with my friends Jaden and Rob. He goes by Inverness.
Inverness, okay.
Yeah, we did a couple other of my songs together, actually. We did Day I Die and No Mercy as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is out now on all platforms?
All platforms.
All platforms. You can find it anywhere.
Anywhere.
Excellent.
Anywhere
and then,
music exists.
anywhere where you can get plugged in. Tomorrow's Aftershock.
Yes.
And is this your first time to Aftershock?
This is my first time to Aftershock.
And how excited are you?
I'm ecstatic.
Are you ecstatic?
Yeah.
Is next Hardly Strictly Bluegrass?
What was that?
Is the next stop Hardly Strictly Bluegrass on?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Is that another festival connected to the same people?
No, they're not.
Got it.
But, Aftershock's one festival, and then there's another
Yes.
one. It's a big free concert that happens in San Francisco that
Oh, that's sick.
it's not just bluegrass, because I've seen Buckethead there. And
Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. I
yes,
get it now.
Hardly Strictly. Got it. Okay.
We did Louder Than Life in Kentucky
You did?
last weekend.
And how was that?
That was incredible.
Yeah? Kentucky was very receptive to your sound?
They loved us. Yeah.
Excellent.
Parents, kids, men, women, and everything in between. They loved us.
All species were out
yeah.
there enjoying themselves. All right. And then you have a big European tour I see you have on the docket.
Yes. So immediately after Aftershock, we are driving back to LA to fly out to London to start my first headlining European tour.
Headlining?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
I'm opening for Grandson on a few of the dates out there, but
Okay, that's
primarily doing my own headlining
Right.
days.
Okay. So how'd you hook up with Gretson?
I've only met the guy once.
Okay.
Met him at a Bring Me the Horizon show in LA last year. But we have the same agent over the pond. Across the pond, they say.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On that side of the pond.
Yeah.
You've got the same agent. They hooked you up, and you've got that tour all lined up. And this is your first time doing a tour in Europe?
Yes. Not my first time playing there, but first time touring.
Touring. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you play there before?
Last year, I got invited by Ollie Sykes of Bring Me the Horizon to play their Malta Weekender.
Okay.
And so, they're one of my favorite bands.
Yes.
And so we said, we're going to fucking make this happen by all means necessary.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what got us out there last year. And then I ended up getting to also open for Mod Sun, which was
Okay.
fun. So I did a couple one-offs, a couple festival dates. We did Slam Dunk. And this will be my first time back since.
Excellent. Do you find that there's different places where you're playing that like different parts of your song, different parts of your music? That they say, for example, if you're in Kentucky, are they tuning in to certain songs more so than LA,
Well, yes.
the crowds?
On the back end of Spotify, I can kind of see what songs stream more where.
Right, in the areas.
But at Louder Than Life, they were obviously very receptive to my heavier music, being a heavier crowd.
Right.
Which is awesome. I love when people are receptive to the heavy music. It feels really fun.
Great. And does that help light you up even more on the stage?
Absolutely. Yeah. If the crowd's receptive to it, there's no reason to be self-conscious up there. You just feed off of that energy.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's incredible just getting that feedback back and forth.
That's what I'm here to do.
That sounds so great. I'd like to ask you some questions about record labels. You released an EP without one, then you released an LP with one, and now you're releasing a third without one.
I just released a third with that one.
Right.
Yeah.
You just released a third without
About a year
record
ago
label.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seemed that you were tied in with this record label during the shelter-in-place times.
Yes. I was tied in with Capitol for the first half of COVID.
Okay.
And been off of Capitol for almost 2 years now. Yeah.
No withdrawals?
No withdrawals.
Okay,
Oh my
good.
God.
It was just a clean
break, luckily.
Clean break. Okay, so a lot of independent musicians want a record deal, or I should say, there's some that I've met that do want a record deal, and that's their goal. You've had it. What would you say to others who are wanting to do that as opposed to just being the DIY, maybe getting an agent, doing things without a label?
Stay independent as long as you can.
Stay independent as long as you can?
Stay independent as long as you can, because all a label can do for you, which they won't even often do, is be a bank. And if you get tied up in a deal as binding as a classic 360 deal that pretty much any artist getting offered anything is going to end up in, then you're going to lose 80% of your streams. You are going to lose your creative freedom. You are going to lose your voice. You're going to have to compromise in pretty much every way imaginable. So long as you don't want to compromise and you are willing to make as much as you possibly can happen yourself, then you might as well stay independent for as long as you can.
And you're finding that is your driving force, is staying independent so you can have your own voice, not be told what to do, not have to share with a corporate entity.
I'd rather share with the people who are working hard on my project.
Right.
People like my management, people like my bandmates. Like I'd rather whatever money is getting made, it gets like redistributed amongst like people who care about the project.
That is great.
And when you're with a label,
they don't care.
You're barely even seeing any of your own money.
Yeah.
It's just being like gobbled up by the corporate machine, like you said.
Yeah.
And holding on to your freedom is the most powerful thing you can do as an artist. So if you're someone who's just looking for fame, or you're looking for like a quick moment and like a race to the top, then maybe go with a label, see if they can actually like get you there quickly. But chances are they can't. And
but you heard it here from Romy that stay independent. The longer you can, the better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So are there any things that from the business side of managing the band, you have somebody else taking care of that? You're just doing the creative thing. Would you like to come say hello?
Hello.
Manager.
Allie, Alexandra Dewsbury has been my manager for the past almost 2 years now. Yeah. She joined similarly when I stopped working with Capitol, and she's been like the most pivotal part of my project for the last 2 years. Probably the most pivotal part of my project since I've started doing this.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah,
Very
of
nice.
course.
Well done.
She's a star.
Well done. Anything else you'd like to share before we say our goodbyes?
Before we say our goodbyes, damn. So this is my first time visiting a school campus of any kind since perhaps 2016.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. I played Reed College once in between.
Oh,
then and now.
At Reed? Okay.
Yeah. But this is my first time on a school campus.
Since then? All right. And?
If you're in school because you want to be in school, then stay in school. And if you don't, then stop wasting your parents' money.
And how can people stay up with your antics, both in the weeds and on the wires?
In the weeds and on the wires. I love that. I love that. I've never heard that before. You can find me everywhere at DeathbyRomy.
It was pretty easy to put that into the search engine and have that pop out. Yes, ROMY, right? Yes. Death with the death by in front of it. Yeah.
Thank you, Muse. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
And I'd like to thank the whole team over here, all the kids at UC Davis and everyone in the surrounding areas for letting us come and interfere with your systems.